Yeah, what does it mean to you, your faith?
Oh, it's everything. It really has. It's afforded me so many things. Obviously, you know, God didn't come to save the saints. He came to save the sinners.
Obviously, you understand the content of this. Once the world sees this film, and once they see the ships that they transport the children in and all of this stuff.
One of the most disturbing problems in our world today is human trafficking, and particularly the trafficking of children.
Mark Wahlberg has always been vocal about the evil side of Hollywood, and that's why he has made a movie exposing child trafficking by the elites. So when the powerful people united against the movie Sound of Freedom, Mark decided to speak up. He has revealed some shocking reasons why Hollywood wants to ban this film that talks about child trafficking. So stay with us while we find out the twisted reality of the Hollywood elite.
Choosing something else that serves you and connects you to your faith and your community better.
Yes, and ultimately, I just think it gives me, discipline has always been important for me in life. Once I started getting into movies and transitioned from music, I realized I needed a lot of discipline in my life, and that discipline has afforded me so many other things, and I've been rewarded for it so much.
Sound of Freedom is based on a very dark theme in which Tim Ballard's journey is featured. He's an ex-government agent who suddenly bumps into the dark world of child trafficking. What comes next is a story of how the hero saves an innocent kid from some very powerful people. This seems like a harmless plot that will spread awareness around the child trafficking, right? Well, Hollywood is trying to blacklist the film and pushing it under the rug, and no one knows why. It's a very meaningful film with a very reputable cast, and still, not a lot of people are talking about Sound of Freedom because Hollywood elites are feeling threatened by the film. Hardly any media houses and TV channels are giving coverage to the movie, and no one is talking about it mainly because of the influence of a particular group of people. This elite group of Hollywood isn't offended by the movie, but the theme it covers, child trafficking. Hollywood has had a bad name for decades because it's been said that the powerful people in the industry are knee-deep in the child trafficking business. It's probably a reason why they don't want people getting more awareness about it. But even when no one talked about the movie and there was hardly any promotion, The Sound of Freedom did way better than expected, and it was a huge box office hit. Jim Caviezel, the leading man in the film, said in an interview that Hollywood is actually trembling because of the strong message of this movie. Caviezel also didn't seem bothered by how the big media houses treated his movie because the box office collection said it all. On the opening weekend of the movie, it managed to get $2 million, and it continues to rule the box office at the time when movies like Barbie, Mission Impossible, and Oppenheimer are also in theaters. Mark Wahlberg actually produced this impactful movie, and he has recently revealed some shocking details that inspired him to make The Sound of Freedom. His most recent interview has also taken the social media by storm, as he talks about the evil group that wanted his movie to crash and burn on the box office. He got very casual during an interview and revealed that the big brothers of Hollywood have been trying to undermine this movie from the very beginning. They have tried to ban it and even requested blacklisting the movie. Channels allegedly got a lot of money to give negative reviews to the film, and even YouTubers reportedly got funding to smack the movie. But the movie still did so well, and for that, Mark has a staggering reply to all the haters. The producer allegedly made a very surprising statement, going as far as saying that Hollywood pedos have no secret chamber to hide now. Several posts on the internet are claiming that Mark made these comments during a candid conversation and that he's publicly calling out pedos now. Even a People's Voice article was written on this shocking statement from Mark, but it was later deleted, obviously. People are also saying that Mark has now become a part of a long-standing war between the renowned Hollywood elites and self-respecting artists. This news has also made people curious about the response of this particular Hollywood group. Mark allegedly exposed the dark side of Hollywood by not just talking about child trafficking but pedos as well. He has called the elite group sick freaks because of what they do to children and young girls. Not only this, but he also allegedly claimed that everyone in the industry has to remain silent about these dark truths to save their career. People also want Mark to name and shame the people who are involved in this inhumane practice because pedos get the most extreme punishments through court. But it's a far shot that Mark will ever reveal any names because the elites practically control everything in the industry and they won't ever let anyone talk against them. Mark also went on praising those who chose to work in The Sound of Freedom because the entire Hollywood industry was against them. Mark even called Mel Gibson and Jim Caviezel Hollywood heroes. But this secret group is still not refraining from its tactics, and some of them have allegedly called Sound of Freedom a dangerous and borderline crazy movie. This narrative is being built that watching this movie would mean that you are part of the agenda against nationalism. The elites are also trembling with fear because Mark allegedly revealed that he is not the only one who has something to say about these elites. According to him, a lot of credible stars are all locked and loaded to talk against this particular group in Hollywood, and it seems like the fall of this secret group is inevitable. Some people think that this group is operating through Didi and he's heading everyone. It's because back in the day, Didi made an all-men secret club and only Hollywood A-listers and big political names were allowed in that club. So it's only fair that people think these are the people who are running the narrative in Hollywood. Others think this elite group isn't anyone we know, but very powerful and rich people who run the whole industry from behind the scenes. Apart from all this, the secret group is also worried because Mark Wahlberg has joined hands with Mel Gibson for another movie and it might release in early 2024. Reports are that this new movie will also expose the evil side of Hollywood. Besides, people continue to say that why is everyone in Hollywood trying to ban a harmless movie that only talks about child trafficking and is raising awareness?
Mark Wahlberg and Mel Gibson have joined forces to tell the true story of a roustabout fighter who literally smashes into his higher calling.
It's like, it's just, you know, you're all kind of forced. We had what seemed like forever to get to the starting gate. Then we had to rush 30 days to shoot the movie. And then
30
we had
days?
what seemed like a long time to cut the movie. And now here we are again chasing a release date. So it's just one of those things.
Well, it's because Hollywood has a bad name for child trafficking, and people have gone on to say that they end little kids' lives to get a substance that keep them young. So naturally, they don't want to get exposed this way. People also think that the Hollywood elite is now pushing its evil agenda with problematic things being featured in movies for kids and award show performances being borderline offensive. The Will Smith performance in the Grammys also raised a lot of questions about where exactly Hollywood is headed, and most people criticize it, saying that it feels like they have publicly embraced evil now. Also, several Hollywood celebrities have been accused of grooming kids in the past, including an actor from the DC franchise. Although the court granted him temporary release because the kid revealed that he wasn't groomed in any way. However, the parents continue to accuse the actor for not just grooming but also treating their kid badly. Over the years, multiple actors have also been accused of being pedos and grooming teenage girls, but no one dared to speak about it. But with Sound of Freedom and Mark Wahlberg, it seemed like people will be coming forward and presenting their side of the story. A few years ago, the child trafficking issue got so out of hand that a group even held protests against Hollywood for stealing children, and they named it Child Lives Matter. They also pointed out that the secret group is now using social media to control their children and kidnap them. According to this group, the elites actually use these children to extract a substance from their blood, which is called adrenochrome. This substance makes a person 10 times younger, and that's probably why most A-listers look decades younger than their actual age. Also, the Google search for adrenochrome has increased in the past few years, and people are even talking about it on platforms like TikTok and YouTube. There was even an entire Reddit post on adrenochrome which got so much backlash for targeting kids that Reddit had to remove it. But just like Mark and several other Hollywood celebrities have said it in the past, that these elites are allegedly targeting children, and they're really afraid because they're getting exposed with movies like Sound of Freedom. So do you think Mark Wahlberg actually took inspiration from Hollywood while making his movie on child trafficking? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay on top of all celebrity gossip. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.